Hello, welcome to my show on Learning Forward. Every Saturday I visit some new country in the world, and this week we take you to Kenya, where I am in a quest to meet an innovator, an ambassador, and a country lead for 100. This young person is a graduate from the Moi-University, a special needs educator. He works for Beads for Education in Kenya. My friend Magaga views quality education as a key role in fighting poverty and attainment of your useful life. He has been awarded by the Kenyan Ministry of Education for his exemplary work as a teacher. Magaga believes in student centered teaching pedagogies that instill creative and critical thinking among learners. He teaches at Tembea Academy, a school founded by Beads of Education to foster critical thinking and leadership skills among girls from vulnerable Maasai communities. So, here is a young man who was working for diversity, inclusion, and belonging with perhaps the most needed people and is trying to connect them to the world with meaningful opportunity. Welcome to the Learning Forward show, Magaga.
Thank you so much for such a wonderful introduction. I'm deeply honored. And of course, thank you again for your invitation and your good work at Learning Forward. Well, as
Grateful
educator,
to you, Magaga.
sure. As educators, we need more of these platforms to be able to reach people, share, and learn in the process.
Yeah, life is a classroom, Magaga, and I can already hear the passion inside you which is wanting to speak. So here I am, sitting miles and miles and thousands of miles away from you. I'm trying to delve deep inside you to find out why you're so passionate about education.
Wow, thank you. I would like to begin by saying that I am passionate not just for education, but for quality education and its equal access as far as gender is concerned. And this explains my affiliation to Beats for Education and, of course, the 100 community. Um, I want to say that according to the UN statistics, and as also quoted by the MIT Solve in the Learning for Girls and Women Challenge, it is it is noted that compared to their male counterparts, girls and young women around the world have unequal access to quality education. And specifically, UNESCO estimates that 132 million of girls around the world are out of school. And out of this, 52 million are from sub-Saharan Africa. This is according to the latest 2019 report of UNESCO. If you look at this, 53 million out of 132 million, this is like almost 40%, telling you that sub-Saharan African, there is a challenge. Now, very quickly, let me bring you to Kenya and paint for you a picture of education. Well, in Kenya, in 2003, Kenya enacted a law that made primary education free. And of course, as a result of this legislation, enrollment rates increased to 84%. However, it was found that in some marginalized regions, and especially the Maasai communities, where poverty and gender inequality are particularly high, only 19% of girls were in school. And from the student population that enrolled the first year of the school, only a fifth made it to the 8th year in school. The high rate of dropout is a result of early marriages, female genital mutilation, poverty, and so many other factors. And I think this is where Beats for Education comes in. It is an organization that deals, it's an organization that is USA based, is based in the United States. And I think it has ideals which I highly resonate with. And as an individual, I know I can make an impact. But joining Beats for Education organization increases my capacity to make a difference. Now, when I talked about this, I think Beats plays a huge role in solving problems posed by unequal access to quality education in the sub-African space. So I think we join efforts, and I think educating a girl really makes the world a better place. And maybe if I can just say what we do at Beats and how Beats acts my passion is that at Beats we target the vulnerable girls from the Maasai community in Kenya. And I said, this is a community where pervasive poverty and persistent cultural attitudes, including forced early marriages, female genital mutilation, and child labor, continue to be the main obstacles to girls' education. You realize that poor families in these communities are forced to send boys to school while keeping girls at home, helping with course, in the belief that course are sufficient lessons for girls to learn and how to keep a family. Now, this as high school called Tembea Academy, of course, where I teach. In Tembea, we have got enhanced curriculum to include important skills that we think are missing out or are less emphasized in our education system. Skills such as critical and creative thinking, research, leadership, wildlife, and environmental consciousness. And of course, living in harmony with that. So we embrace learner-centered teaching pedagogies as it matters to us that learners take control of their learning process.
Please stay with us. We will be back after a quick commercial break. I like what you said about a learning-centered process.
Sure.
I want you to share with me a particular incident where you have made a difference to maybe just one life.
Yeah.
Because that life-changing story is all that makes a difference.
Thank you so much. I want to share with you a particular instant where I think I made a change, or rather, we made a change as an organization called Beats for Education. Now, I'm just going to paint for you a picture of the Maasai community, and I'm going to give you a story of just one girl who was rescued from forced early marriage. This is a girl that just did finish her 8th grade and could not attain that capacity to get into secondary education. Now, this is a girl who is, I can call her like a slave, is taken to another, an elderly man's house, and is going to play the role of a wife. So, Beats worked with the local authorities, and through that, we were able to, reach out and rescue this girl, bring her to school. This was like years ago, like almost 10 years ago. And through that chance, this girl got the chance to get education from a quality center, that is Tembea Academy, where all the skills that leads to independency were fostered into this girl. Today, as we are speaking, this girl is a geologist, making a difference, supporting their families, and also speaking and being an inspiration to other girls. Whenever we see this girl, we see the impact of this, and we are kind of asking how many more are outside there who need our help. And every day we are doing the best we can to extend our hands to reach as many as we can. Thank you.
Magaga, that was beautiful. And may you reach to not just hundreds, but to thousands. And you never know, to every corner of the country and sub-Saharan Africa to help overcome the gender disparity.
Sure.
All the best.
Thank you so much. And could I just add the reason why I believe educating a girl is important as a young man?
Most welcome.
Thank you so much. I think girls' education is a strategic development priority. And if you ask me why, my answer is very simple. An educated woman will most certainly make education a priority to her children, both boys and girls. And better educated women tend to be more informed about nutrition and healthcare. They have fewer children, they marry at a later age, and their children are usually healthier should they choose to become mothers. And I think they are more likely to participate in the formal labor market and earn higher incomes. All these factors can help lift households, communities, also countries out of poverty. I think that is why it is very important that we educate a girl child. Thank you so much for that opportunity.